Hey lovelies, welcome to another tutorial. We'll be using satin fabric in this class. Like, share and subscribe. Okay, so we want to make the darling headband, and what you need is your Alice band, your UHU, a clip, your tape rule and your fabric. So I'm going to start by measuring 1.5 strip of fabric. Okay, 1.5. All right, strip of fabric, and I'm going to cut it out. So this is for wrapping the Alice band, and that we measure 7 inches. 7 inches. So this is 7 inches by 60 inches. And then we are going to take this to a sewing machine. We are going to turn it to the wrong side and sew. Now you are going to sew from here, leaving about 1 inch. So you start your sewing from here, and do the same thing for the other part. Okay, so I'll do that, and I'll keep it aside. Then the next thing that you need to do is to wrap your Alice band. All right, to wrap it, so you put a bit of glue. All right, so you take your fabric like this, make sure it's tight, and you start wrapping. Just start wrapping. You can see, make sure it looks neat and the spacing is equal. All right, okay, so when you get to the middle, you cut your satin, put a bit of glue, put glue, and press it down. All right, you put clip there, leave it for some minutes. All right, you can see it. All right, leave it for some minutes while I go to the machine and join this together. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back with this. Now let me show you, before we finish wrapping the Alice band. Now the sewing, this is the outer part. Okay, now the way you are going to sew it, you are going to start sewing from here. This is unfold, this is the folded part. So you sew from here to this place and leave about 1 inch here. Then you sew here. So that way, when we want to do the finishing, it's easier. You will understand why. So I will turn this out, turn this inside out. All right, and finish. Let's finish wrapping the head Alice band. Then we turn it out while this one is drying. All right. So continue. Okay, so when you get to the mid part, you will fold the other part. All right, you fold the other side and you continue wrapping. You continue wrapping while you are pulling it tight. All right, as tight as you can. Okay, You keep going till you cover the previous one. All right, can you see the back? It's very neat. Okay, so you pull this to the front and you finish it at the upper part, because you are going to put something design on top of it. If you are not putting anything, and maybe you don't want the finish, you can put it at the back, but make sure you cover it with your label. All right, so you put your glue as much as you can, but make sure it does not stain your work. Right, pull it very well, and use a clip to hold it down. Let it dry. Okay, so you can see. Then we turn this inside out. Okay, we turn this inside out. All right, so moving on, you can see you have turned this inside out. Pull it out as much as you can. All right, see, this is what you have. At the other side, you have the same thing. Okay, all right, you can see. Okay, so this is dry. You can see the finishing. Okay, so we are going to insert this into this. Okay, making sure the sewn part is at the bottom. So just insert. All right, so you can see what I was saying. This part is tucked in. That's the opening is at the bottom, so that makes it easier. All right, so you take your needle and you start tacking it. You can actually glue it down if you want, but you still have to tack it. Okay, so I just put glue there just to hold it in place. Just to hold it in place, I'll take my needle and I will tack. You can see what I'm doing. Okay, tacked it down. Then this part, you're going to just tuck this one. Just tuck it in, or you fold it over each other. Really does not matter how you do it. Just tack it down as well. Fold it in and tack, and cut your thread. So now this is secured. So then you continue pulling this, and you will do this. You will do exactly this at the other side as well. Okay, so you continue. This is going to be pushed to the middle. Tuck the rough edges inside. Okay, so push it to a bit half of, this is the center. Push it to about an inch or two away from the center, like this. All right, so we are going to do what we did at the other side. We are doing that here as well. Be careful with needle so that you don't pull your work. So tuck it in. Like we did, and tack it down. Alright, so I'm going to tack it down now. I'm now going to take the fabric and pull it to cover that stitch, making sure the sewn part here is at the middle. So you pull it as much as you can away from the bottom. So it's going to still cover, still going to use this part to cover the bottom, right? So just arrange it. Okay. And then we are done. Just cover it up. So when you wear, you can arrange it the way you want. And this is it. So put your label and your tag and cover it. And this, and we are done. You can see this is very pretty. So thank you and God bless. Hey guys, we have come to the end of the class. So these are the pictures of ones we made using velvet fabric. Practice and see you in the next one.